Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining me today as we uncover the mysteries of the Mandela effect itself and find out the true meaning of it all. We must discover what is really happening, what is really going on here, to change these things that we know and hold dear to us. And let us help others discover the meaning of the Mandela effect and how it affects them and the price of milk. Thank you.
No, I don't take sh I've got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome on MandelaEffectAwareness. So, again, it's great to be back, guys. It's been a long, kind of a long and short, I guess you can say, time. Sandy, how long have I been gone?
You've been gone since the 9th of December, so almost 3 months. Almost
Wow.
4 months. Wait, December to January to February to March. 3 months. Sorry.
Yeah, three. So just under 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Sandy's been keeping in good contact with me, and so we're good. We're in season 7, you guys. Can you believe it? This is year number 7 of doing these live shows and everything. So we're really excited. If you guys notice, I changed my logo and the background for the channel itself. It's time to change and adapt. And it's good to see everybody. Welcome. Let's see who we have in the chat.
Can you see both chats?
Let's see.
You can see
I
both,
can.
right?
Yeah, I can see both. Yeah. Sandy, you're here. You're the first one here. Trey is here. Let's see. Welcome, Trey.
That's Ryan Spur. So you don't know that.
Okay. Hi, Ryan Spur. Good to see you. And you guys may know my channel is Brian McFarlane. The channel name itself I've changed to the Brian McFarlane Effect. Not that I'm claiming the effect for myself, but this is dealing with the Mandela effect. Pushing Button 62 is here. Good to see you. Rick Satterwhite's here. Hey, Rick. How you doing? Ryogami Mikado. Okay, good to see you. Mustard Seed of Faith. Wow. Yeah, you guys are all back, pretty much. Good to see you.
And it's okay that you can't stay long, Ryu. It's just good you're here at all. It was very last minute. We understand.
Yes, this show is set for 90 minutes, you guys. Grab some popcorn, grab some Coca-Cola, some pop, however you call it, coffee, yes. We've got quite a bit to cover. Now, if you've been watching Sandy's channel, it's okay. Just some of the questions we ask, if you can, try to answer it the way you remember it from doing it on her channel.
There is a new one
by the way,
tonight.
there is one new one, yes. So we'll save that one for close to the end. Let's see, where should we begin, Sandy? So I guess we should start around. You said I could.
Wherever
it's my
you
pick.
want. I would actually jump around
Okay.
if I were you. Don't go in order, because I'm sure there's some things that everyone has missed, that they haven't seen every single one. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I think everybody missed some. So I would just jump around. Do whatever you want to do.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to do them all. So just do what you want.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay. So we're starting with this first one here. Let me go ahead and present so you guys can see this.
And we're still hoping, like, maybe someone will jump in. But, again, this was really last minute.
Yeah, can you guys see that? Okay.
I can see it.
All right, so the credit for this one goes to Super Mario Brothers 3. This is a strange new one, folks. Maybe you knew about this, or maybe you are like Super Mario and myself, hearing this for the first time. Is this a Mandela effect for you?
No,
I do not know. So, right. I said I just read it. Yeah, I do not know. I'll let you decide. So, true or false? In your past, prior to you learning of the Mandela effect, do you recall learning that the Earth has a heartbeat? True or false?
Hey, Artsy909. Hi, Angels Don't Fall. Welcome. Again, guys, if you saw
Hey.
this before, just answer what you originally answered. Brian's doing some catch up, and hopefully there's going to be some tonight that you missed. And if not, there's a brand new one at the end. So just answer what you answered before.
Now, Sandy, this is something new that I'm seeing with StreamYard. I don't know if you've seen this on yours, but I can see all the ones that have wrenches. Before I couldn't see that, and they're lighting up blue.
Really? I did not notice that last show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the ones with the wrenches I can see. I
Interesting.
push a button that says false. Ryogami Mikado says nope.
Hi, Michael Russum.
Hi, Michael.
I'm jumping back and forth between the chats because I can only see one. Hi, Craig. Welcome. I couldn't
Hey,
see
Sandy,
Craig on
you
my
said
channel, so going back and
yeah,
forth.
that's fine. Sandy, did you say you've been working on those? While we're waiting on more answers to come in, but do you work on the your short videos? Is that what you've been doing also?
Yes, but I'm actually working on a regular video. I just put out a regular video, but it's very niche. Like if you don't watch this YouTube channel, you're not going to be affected by it. The next one, everyone's going to be affected by, because it's one of those hear what you want to hear things. So I'm working on that right now.
Okay. And you can't tell us what it is just yet.
No, I can't.
No.
I can't do that.
I know. All right. I don't know how. Sandy. She finds a lot of these, but some of these. Um, who found this one
Super
again?
Mario Brothers
Sorry.
3.
Super Mario Brothers 3. That's correct. So if you're just joining us, Super Mario Brothers 3 found this one. So he says, for me, I would say false. I never learned this in school. Never heard of this on the Science Channel. I read it in articles or learned of it through YouTube, but supposedly the answer is very much true. According to science, the Earth emits very, very clear seismic signals every 26 seconds, like clockwork. Scientists have yet to discover what causes this heartbeat, but hypothesize that it could be caused by ocean waves, tides, or volcanic activity. Which is strange.
Weird.
It's kind of bizarre, and I've heard that the Earth's core, we know very little about it, but I've heard on YouTube from scientists that the core actually rotates like a different direction now, like it has reverse direction or something.
You have to ask yourself, Brian, how do they know any of that when they can't get down there?
I know, but I thought you were going to ask me. You have to ask yourself a question. Like the Dirty Harry.
Oh.
What's that quote? Do you
I don't
feel
know
lucky,
the exact
Punk?
quote, but I do know. They can't see
you-
down there, so how do they know any of this?
It's I don't know, but do you feel lucky, Sandy?
Yeah.
All right. So the fact that the Earth has a pulse every 26 seconds was discovered in the 1960s, and it was recorded by an American seismologist, Jack Oliver. Important work in the development of plate tectonics. Okay. The reason that Super Mario Brothers 3 believes that this could be a Mandela effect, a new Earth phenomenon, is because a seismologist, Jack Oliver, discovered this heartbeat in the early 1960s. It has been recorded every 26 seconds ever since. And you're going to tell me that not one science teacher in my life had mentioned this? Not even one show on TV. See, the news, science, facts, YouTube channels, not one. I find that highly suspicious and very ME. Mm-hmm. So I want to know what the man-excuse is, Sandy. You got a man-excuse on this one?
I don't.
Even crazier. sometime in the last 50 years, they've determined that the heartbeat has been occurring for tens of millions of years, and no one taught us this. I find that to be hard to believe, don't you? Isn't that hard to believe?
Yeah, they're calling. And why is it 27.5 million your heartbeat and not 300 million your heartbeat? How do they know? You see what I'm saying? Like none of it's just like they just make up stuff and throw it out there.
Exactly. And right there just shows the pulse about 26 seconds.
And the
Okay,
message I
there's
got
Super
for
Mario Brothers
Supernatural.
3. Yeah, that's the message. Yeah, Sandy, did you know that the Earth has a heartbeat? I kid you not. So is that what led you down that rabbit hole then?
Yeah, I looked it up and
Okay.
it's there.
So what do you guys think? Is this a case of info we didn't know before
For
60
60
years?
plus
Or do
years.
you, yeah, do you believe this is a new Earth history? What do you guys think? What do you think of that?
I think it's ridiculous. Wait, Artsy99 is
Okay.
asking, was Justin Bieber dying a hoax? I didn't even hear that Justin Bieber died. So I'm going to go with hoax, but I'll check. Did you hear anything about that, Brian?
Yeah. No, I didn't
You
get
did?
anything about that. Hold on, I gotta take care of something. Sorry.
Okay, I'm going to say it's a hoax because they're saying he's alive and well. Wait, 2 days ago, Stephen Baldwin asked for prayers for Justin and Haley. So I can't show you what I'm seeing, everyone, but apparently Stephen Baldwin. Let's see, where did he write this? He took to Instagram to reshare a post asking for prayers for daughter Haley Bieber and son-in-law Justin Bieber. Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Haley, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them. A February 26th Instagram reel read, to have wisdom, protection, and draw close to the Lord. Let's see. There are special challenges that folks in high visibility positions face. That's about it. That doesn't sound to me like someone's in danger or sick, though. It just sounds to me like they're going through something. But I have no idea what they're going through.
Well,
Oh,
let's
Artsy
see.
read it
So
a few
we're
months ago. Well, then it was definitely a hoax. Unless, of course, it's a Mandela. But I don't remember hearing anything, to be honest with you. Yeah, last year, Justin's face was paralyzed from something that we can't talk about, in my opinion. Bell's palsy.
I want to check out these logos real quick, Sandy, because I'm always curious about that kind of stuff.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, how many logos have been affected? Tons. It's like tons of
Thousands.
logos.
Thousands and thousands.
Okay, explain this one real quick.
Do I have to? You can see it.
What is up with Holiday Homes? The letters merge like that, man. And this looks like an old commercial from the 1970s or something. 60s, maybe.
Yeah, that's an old commercial for Comet with the cutoff T.
No, Comet did not have a cutoff T. Come on.
No, it never did.
Oh, okay. Talking about this is Hebrew found this one. The Roseanne fonts they all have like cut off letters here. You can see the D's cut off, the A's cut off, the E, like the D, E's, all these different ones here. The B even at the bottom.
Everything.
That's strange, isn't it? Oh, you wrote your name. Thank you. Okay, Sandy, explain these.
So, Felix the Cat, very old cartoon. All merged. The "the" is crooked. The Great Westerners was a commercial on television. All merged in the 70s or very early 80s, like 80 or 81. We also have a crooked E. The "the" is broken. The E, I mean, the E in "the" was broken on Felix the Cat, but not in Felix. I just wanted to point that out. My gosh, where did you get this folder from? I think this is old. Lost Girl, we don't remember the upside down I, but check out the L. Can we zoom in on that L, Brian? Because I don't remember it being like that. It looks like it has a dot like the I. Do we see that? Maybe it did have that, and that's why I have the box around the whole word. But there's a dot on the L as well. The MS magazine, the year is on there somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is, but it's completely merged. I think it's above it. Can you zoom in above it? The MS, it's really tiny type. It says preview issue spring 1972. So merged like that in 1972. Okay, now this I'm trying to figure out what we're looking at here. Oh, this is the hole that I talked about with the Statue of Liberty that I don't remember it being there. It shouldn't even be in this folder, Brian. So you can keep going.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
There's a
that
whole
hole was
folder
not
on this.
there.
This should,
The hole was not there.
right, this shouldn't be here though. There's a whole folder on that. It just went in there by accident. So Intel inside, I don't remember the diamonds. We previously talked about the E being attached to the T like that, but I don't remember the diamonds and Intel inside.
Yeah, that to me is a huge change because I work in the computer industry, as you guys know. I'm a system administrator, and I don't remember those diamonds at all. And the T and the E is connected like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, the T is like looping through the E, which it kind of makes it look like an L next to the T. They were not diamonds. I'm telling you.
No. I do want to say hi to Go Kart Bob, Bellator Senix, AJ Girl, Tanya Sue, Splatter. They're all jumping into the chat right now. I have to check your chat too. Robin Hood, really quickly. Can we zoom in on the O? Because I don't remember the OB. I don't remember that thing being there. Oh, it's the H. I don't remember the H going into the O. The whole thing just looks weird to me, but the R and the O being connected, those little things hanging off, but the H is now going into the O. You have to go back. I don't know if you heard me. Okay, so can you zoom in on the O and the B in Robin Hood, please? So you see how the H is going into the O and towards the B? I don't remember that. I also don't remember the Zany Adventures. I've never heard of the Zany Adventures of Robin Hood, but I could be wrong. This is the old version of Robin Hood. And I do not remember the A falling over in Fatal Instinct, plus it's merged on the bottom. The T's are cut off. Fatal Instinct, Fatal is merged, and the A is.
Yeah, that looks really weird. That looks really weird with the A on its side.
Mm-hmm. The diamonds are wrong for Bellator. Totally an ME for me, says Michael Russum. Splatter says, hello, party pets. The 6 arms are in effect, says Tanya Sue, referring to the MS magazine. So we talked about US Air and Aloha before, the A being a pyramid, that weird R. I don't know why it's got a bump on the top of the R, like inside. We used to fly US Air. We fly US Air for my high school trip to Disney World. It's all merged. I don't remember it like that. I've never flown Aloha Air, but Or that's American Airlines. What am I saying? That's not Aloha Air. But it's all merged. Look at that. The American Airlines, the two A's are the same letter. They share the same bottom in the middle. All right, this comes from your mom, Brian. Smokey the Bear residue, and only you can prevent forest fires. We also have green on top patches. I believe those are from Teresa.
Oh, what is it now? Only you can prevent wildfires?
Yeah, but that is a company change, a branding change. The problem is we don't remember the branding changing, let alone it happening like 20 years ago. I'm still waiting for it to get on my screen. Now, recently I even showed on Hebro's channel the whole commercials are showing Hershey's, but saying Hershey. Well, this is an actual ad for a Hershey bar, Hershey bars. So it's still Hershey's, but we're seeing a lot of Hershey popping up, like two realities are merging. We also have red bar flag and double dollar sign. And AJ Girl says, have y'all heard that Kelly Clarkson is now the one who won the first season of American Idol Live? You can even watch it on YouTube. I do not. I do remember her winning the first season. That's the only season I watched. That could be why. It's the only season I really watched. I saw bits and pieces of other seasons, but the only season I actually watched was the first season. Not saying you're wrong, but like I said, for me, in my reality, it was Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. If she was runner-up, who won?
Well, that would mean Justin Guarini won, because he was the runner-up in my reality, in this reality. Did AJ Girl, did Justin Guarini won? Yeah, she said Justin won. Okay. So, for her, Justin won. That is a very, very likely timeline split. 100%. I completely believe you.
Hey, Sandy, thank you for finding the residue on the Hershey bars.
Oh, no problem.
Because listen, that one's been spitting at me in the face since like October of 2016. I know that's like almost 10 years ago, but I haven't like I've been coping with it, all this time. In other words,
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a lot of
because it's
commercials
Hershey's.
now.
Guys, it's Hershey's bars now, and Hershey's Kisses. It was always Hershey Kisses and Hershey bars. Come on.
Right. So listen, there are a lot of commercials now, and it's in one of these folders, where even though it says Hershey's on the screen, they sing Hershey is. Hershey. Like there's a whole song, a whole campaign in the 70s. Hershey is the real milk chocolate or something like that. I forget what it is. The Great American Chocolate Bar. That's what it is. Hershey is the Great American Chocolate Bar. As they show Hershey's on the screen. Or when you bite into the milk chocolate of a Hershey bar, as they show Hershey's on the screen. So I'm seeing a lot of commercials where they say Hershey, but on the screen they show Hershey's. Doesn't make sense.
Yep. And I believe that could be one of the companies that's, sort of gone the other direction. I'll say can't say certain words on YouTube about it, but
Brian, I
anyway.
want to say hi to Alone, Tiniest Squish, and Butthole Winker 34. Thank you. For a cripple. That's a good one.
I don't. Is that a legit person, Sandy?
I don't know. Hey, Yellowstone.
Okay. Okay. All right. I feel bad about saying it. Okay. Okay. So The flag residue, again, the red bar. We've shown you guys tons of these residues with the red bar star or the flag, red bar flag.
And the double dollar sign is credit from Filefire.
Perfect. Yeah, you don't see that anymore. Now, how many times you guys go out to eat, and of course you see those silly receipts where they're always asking you for a tip. It's like every restaurant you go to now makes you tip, or you kind of feel guilty for not tipping. Anyway,
I'm not liking the messaging, Brian.
What you mean?
The messaging in that bottom picture makes me think that our old reality had made a deal with the devil.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't like that one either.
Maybe that's why we were moved.
Although I heard they fired up CERN. What was it, in 2008? Is when that's when CERN fired up.
And they fired it up many times, though. They've shut it down and fired it up and shut it down.
I know.
And fired it up.
I'm talking about the very first time they fired it up was back in 2008, and that seems to be when things sort of went askew. That's my guesstimation, but I mean I could be wrong. We could be shifting in different places, different times, different.
No, I honestly think it's the latter, because there are people who they didn't know it was a Mandela effect. Okay, they didn't know what to call it.
Yes.
But they have experiences that seem to be Mandela effect well before then. But again, time probably doesn't flow in a line. So, what am I seeing here? Okay, so this comes from Teresa Lynch. This was printed and displayed inside a Las Vegas hotel, Ed McMahon Residue. They were having some sort of, I wish you were here to tell us because I don't remember exactly. But they were having some sort of thing at a Las Vegas hotel, and she saw it and took pictures of it. You know, Brian. We have Lowe's, the current reality. I'm just showing you what it is versus Lowe's at the top with no apostrophe, and Home Depot.
Yeah, Sandy, I wish I still had my resume, because on my resume, I put that I worked at Lowe's, and it did not have the apostrophe. I'll tell you that.
And I got to tell you, the movie theater Lowe's, it's a company. I don't know if it's everywhere, guys. So if you don't recognize it, that's fine. I also remember it's spelled like that, but it's always been Loews. And I don't remember the E before the W ever for any store or company. So it's Lowe's now. Well, it's Lowe's, but it's Loews. I don't remember it like that.
Sag says, did you know that there's a Twilight Zone episode that is about the Mandela effect, but they do not use the Mandela effect to describe? I've seen bits and pieces of that episode. If Sag. You can find Sag, if you could find it, can you post the name of that episode if you could find it for us? I would be glad to check that out again. I'm definitely going to star that comment. Please, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry, can you also put Teresa's comment back on the screen, because I want to read it and I didn't see it. It was too fast.
You had a troll, Sandy. There was a troll in here.
It was invitations that was sent out.
Oh,
that's
okay,
fine, that's what Teresa. That is.
That's what that is. Invitations.
All right, so the top is photoshopped. The real one's on the bottom. And now we're going to get to residue. Just so you can see what people remember is on the top. Huh?
Everybody knows that Baloo had a coconut bra. Come on.
Well, so does Disneyland. because these pictures are from Disneyland's parade, and he has a coconut bra. How ironic.
That's insane. Even the song changed, right? What is this? What's the deal with the song change?
Oh, I'd have to look it up. Give me a minute.
I forgot
You gotta talk about what
it's
you're
been a
seeing
while.
if I'm looking that up.
Okay, so we're seeing Residue here from Disneyland with the coconut bra.
Okay, so
Somebody photoshopped this one.
the title of the song for me was BEAR, the Bare Necessities, but the lyrics are BARE. But it was Bare Necessities because we're talking about bears. I don't know. I remember Bare Necessities, and I did find it on books and stuff, but it's always been BARE.
Yeah, I can't.
Which is not right. And the song was, this was credit Teresa Lynch. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be
It
blank
was
blank
Fonder.
my big home. So it
Fonder
was
of my big home.
Fonder of my big home is what you remember.
That's what it was.
It's now they sing found, not
Yeah, I couldn't be
Fonder.
found.
And that's the old, well, at this time I said that's the old ME. Up my big
Sorry.
home. Up. He sings up my big home.
No.
I mean, guys, I'm reading a previous Mandela effect. It could have flip-flopped back. I don't know. I haven't verified.
You sure it's up?
You want to go find it and play it?
Yeah, it'll take me a second.
I mean, I can find it and get the clip for you.
Yeah, if you can grab the clip real quick.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute. You just keep talking and showing them stuff while I do it.
Sure. Yeah, we'll find that clip for you guys.
That's nuts.
Okay, so Mean Streets is now, or Mean Streets is street now. So I guess it's Mean Street. I'm sorry I can't write on video, so I don't remember who sent this. Let me know in the chat comments, and I will update the slide.
That was an intro to a song called Mean Streets from early.
That's nuts.
That was an intro to a song called Mean Streets from early.
So that must be some residue. Okay, yeah. Again, these green bordered. Can you hear me, Sandy?
I can hear you. I'm just trying to listen to the song and
Okay.
find the spot.
Yeah. Are
What
you
were you
able to
asking?
present it? No, I was just saying if you can hear me or not, because it went blank, and I wasn't sure if I got kicked out. Sometimes the chat or the StreamYard will kick us out. Anyway, Duran, Hungry Like a Wolf.
Hey,
Okay,
Brian,
so
we have
Hungry
some
Like...
double residue here. Brian, in Bare Necessities, the bananas are right.
Really?
Yeah, in 2 spots.
I don't know what's up with the Hungry Like a Wolf. This is residue. What is it now?
Oh my gosh, Brian. Brian,
Yeah.
he says up my big hole.
He says up my big hole now?
I swear to God.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Did you just find another ME, Sandy?
It even says hole on the screen in the closed captioning. This is ridiculous. All right, so I'm going to send you 2 clips. The first clip, they show the bananas in the right direction, but then you also see him bend the tree backwards. So the bananas are upside down, like they are in this reality. But that's because he's holding the tree upside down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like if you looked at the tree upright, the bananas would be pointing down like we remember. But they're pointing upwards because he has the tree bent. You'll see it. I'm trying to, my iPad's freezing on me, of course. So I can't do anything at the moment. As soon as I can get these clips for you guys, I'll be back in the chat. I'll be able to see. And you'll also be able to see the word bear, B-A-R-E, instead of B-E-A-R.
Yeah,
Actually,
I was trying to tell.
Is anyone saying, like, what do they remember for bear? Do they remember B-E-A-R? Or do they remember B-A-R-E like it is now?
That's a good question. I think it was bare necessities, B-A-R-E.
And he does say found, not fonder. He does say found.
But it was of my big home.
Okay, so let's see. Hold on one second. So the first one I'm sending you is the banana and the bare necessities and then the second one is the Mandela effect. The previous one that looks like there's a new Mandela effect going on. If you want to share it. I'm trying to get back to my channel, guys. I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear this?
No, we just hear you.
It's muted. Is it muted?
I can hear you. I just can't hear anything in the background.
Okay, let me do the share this tab instead, and we'll see if you guys can hear it.
Oh, bare necessities. Get about your worries and your stress.
Okay, now this is the banana. First look at the tree. Okay, he pulls it down and flips the bananas over to the current reality. So that the tree up in the air has the bananas in the correct way.
Wow.
Forget about your worries and your stress.
They go in the current reality way. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, I'm trying to get a screenshot too, because in the very beginning, before he does that, I'm trying. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Brian, I'm sending the picture real quick.
Okay, sorry guys. We're finding new stuff.
Before you go to the next video clip, share this picture. It's the current reality banana. It's residue of bananas. And I am not back in my chat. Where is my chat?
Okay, do you guys see that?
There we are. No, wrong show. Yeah, so the bananas are pointing down like we remember.
Yeah, of course when he ripped it off, it's upside down. But yeah, they're hanging the right way. What we remember.
Hey Rudy, hey Mr. Super Sidewinder. They jumped in the chat since I disappeared.
Okay, now I'm going to play the clip.
Okay, so this is the clip, guys. We need to listen to what he says. I'm going to mute.
Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be found off my big home. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, I couldn't be found off my big home.
I can't. Sorry,
Wait,
that's so messed up.
No.
That is so messed up.
He says, up my big hole?
That's what he said.
Right there at the bottom.
That's what I'm hearing. Is anyone hearing home? Because I'm not. I'm not hearing that end.
Where I wander home, where I wander off my big home, where I
don't know. I kind of hear home, to be honest with you, Sandy, but
Not the chat.
but
Push
the
button says
lyrics.
awful. Nope. Michael Russum says WTF. AJ heard home. Tanya Sue says that's ridiculous. And Mr. Super Sidewinder heard, like when you hoe in the garden.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh. So it was founder. It was not up, but now it is. And the last word was home, and it's not sounding like home to me. Maybe it's hear what you want to hear. I don't know, but it's wrong.
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to slow it down and analyze it some more.
Yeah. But it definitely wasn't up, and it definitely wasn't found. And for me, again, it was BEAR, bare necessities. Because he's talking about
Ponder.
him and the bears, not, I don't know.
Yeah, it's just strange.
Very.
All right, so this Duran. So what is it now? It's not Hungry Like a Wolf?
No, it's Hungry Like the Wolf. And Hazel Fiverr just did a video on that. I covered it a long time ago, but that's why I have residue for it. I covered it a long time ago, but there's no record of it. And I think it's because I covered it on Scarab Performance before the channel got taken down.
I kind of hear the song in the back of my head, so it's like, yeah. So the lyrics, I remember "Hungry Like a Wolf."
Do me a favor, when you can you see what date this is that I uploaded this? Is that the top of the screen?
I think it was December 17th, if I'm not mistaken. It's not. No, it's not at the top of the screen.
No, that's 17 days ago. Yes, it is. It says 17 days ago. So no, this is just residue that I found because of Fiverr's video. That's what I wanted to check.
Oh.
It says 17D right at the top left. You see it?
17 days ago. Yeah.
Yep.
So you must have did you adjust some of the folders?
I did. I moved stuff around, but this is what I found because Fiverr made a video.
I see. That's a good find.
Agreed.
Okay, Hungry Like a Wolf. There's residue here for it.
Yeah, I wasn't going to let all the residue go to waste. Threw it all in there.
No. Hungry Like a Wolf.
There's a lot of it. I remember Hungry Like a Wolf. It was pronounced not a wolf. Yeah. It was Hungry Like a Wolf.
You know what this reminds me of? It's like Interview with the Vampire versus a Vampire. Kind of reminds me of that. Does it remind you of the same?
I mean, it's a pattern that we see over and over and over again. It's a Mandela pattern. It's just.
So officially, what is it? Is it Hungry Like the Wolf? Official.
THE the. Hey, Oiler like Greg, good to see you. What is AFK? I know that. What does it stand for?
It's away from keyboard.
Away from keyboard. Thank you. Pushing buttons is away from keyboard.
Hungry
I totally
like
could not remember
the
what it stood for. I thought it was horrible.
Yeah, there's tons of residue. Hungry
go
like
back,
a wolf.
Brian. Brian, can you go back? 2?
Yeah, 2.
Tanya Sue says the last pic also showed Wild Boys, and it's the Wild Boys now. I have it highlighted. Do you see it? No, in the next.
Yeah, where is it at?
Previous one. Or maybe it's the one after.
This one.
You gotta remember, guys, I'm on a delay here. I'm sorry. No, it was.
Yeah,
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, there it is. Wild Boys, and now it's the Wild Boys.
And then there's another one. There's 2 more with Wild Boys. Yeah, that one, and then another one. After that one, I think. Right there.
Yeah, right here.
And that's to be a DVD right there.
Man, the world is changing. That's for sure.
We're seeing a lot of people we don't get to see because we stream so late.
Yeah, maybe it has to do with the Earth's heartbeats or something now.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay.
You only
On
did
to the
2 folders
next.
in half the time. You gotta pick up the pace.
I know we do have to pick up the pace. You're right, Sandy. What about the underdog? Is that any good to cover? Is that a good one?
Not a lot of people knew that one. Pick something else.
Okay. What about the car features or
Like I said,
let's
pick
see.
stuff you want to cover. It doesn't matter.
Well,
There's
tell me,
so
is that
much
a good
stuff
one?
there. No,
I'll
just
ask you.
surprise me. Just surprise me.
Okay.
Just pick
Okay.
something. Bellator, I only remember Hungry Like a Wolf at the end when he whispers. Euler Greg says, I think our memories of certain songs are more powerful. So when songs change, we feel it more. I I agree, because it's not something that I mean, visual memories are going to be the strongest, but when you repeat something over and over and over again, like the Lord's Prayer or your favorite songs, those things are ingrained in your brain. So I think they are more powerful. There is a song I told Brian he needs to cover tonight.
Yeah, there's a song we have to cover.
Yeah, I told you, Springsteen.
Yes. All right. So
Which one did you pick?
I picked the one about Apple. I know there's a lot of Apple fans out there, you guys.
Okay, wait.
The
This one is
holiday.
out of order, so you can do it, but I'm just letting everyone know it's out of order.
Okay.
So, go ahead, Brian.
All right. So this was around Christmas. So it says the holiday season is the season of charging of debt. Credit card usage skyrockets during the holidays, with people wanting to buy their loved ones gifts they cannot afford. So it's only fitting that we have a possible enemy concerning a credit card. So Apple, you know their slogan, think different. And approximately what year do you recall Apple releasing their own credit card? Your best guess is fine. Let's pause a moment and get your guys' answers.
So your best guess is fine, guys. Doesn't have to be exact. If you already saw this, just answer what you originally answered. When do you remember Apple releasing their own credit card? And I'm not talking about store credit. I'm talking about credit card. Like actual charge card that you held in your hand.
Yeah. By the way, Oiler Greg remembers absolutely for a certain a wolf.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Mr. Super Sidewinder, I totally agree with you. Can't agree more.
Rudy P never knew they did. Michael Russum is maybe about 15 years ago. Let me check your chat.
Yeah, Michael says maybe 15 years ago. Rudy Pieces never knew they did.
I hit the wrong way on the arrow and I'm stuck on somebody's video with an ad I can't skip. I hate that. Oh my God.
I know it's like, YouTube. It used to be like $9 a month, I think, for YouTube Premium. It is skyrocketed. It's like $25 a month now. Something
Tiniest
crazy like
Squish
that.
says, I hear whole, Brian. Just to let you know.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That just sounds really odd. Anyway, so this Apple credit card. Now, Sandy says, I have used Apple products since the 80s. You could call me a Mac head.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah. I remember Apple having credit in their store, but it wasn't until the past few years that they had their first physical credit card. Well, in my past, anyway.
I just want to say really quick, Alone says, Rod Sterling, he says Sterling, but I remember Sterling, now says there's a fifth dimension instead of the fourth dimension. I'd have to look
No, it
into
was
that
the.
one.
I thought it was the fourth dimension. Yeah, Sandy, are you writing that one down to look at? Look into that
Yeah,
one?
I took a screenshot.
Okay. Does anybody remember the 80s Apple computer credit card? I have no memory of physical credit cards by Apple back then.
Which I should have, because one, I would have qualified for it. I totally would
Yeah.
have qualified for it when I was in college. I wasn't in college in the 80s. We're going to get to that. And I loved everything Apple. Oh my gosh. Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no
What
way
does
I
that
would have heard
say?
of this.
It says
Sorry,
there
go
at the
on.
bottom. What is that if you own a Lisa? What is a Lisa?
To trade Apple stock. That's about Apple stock.
Okay. So
The only difference
Apple
between a
II.
consumer card and a preferred business account was that little bit of black at the bottom. So if you look at the previous, if you go back to the previous slide,
Mhm.
you'll see the card is all white. You see how it's all white? There's no black, little black writing on it. On the business card, they had a little bit of black at the bottom, said preferred business customer. That's the only difference between the consumer and the business card. So on the next slide, Brian. Oh, go back.
All right. Oh.
So there's the preferred business. Do you see it on the card? That's the only difference between the business and the consumer.
No, but you want to know something crazy though? I think
What?
Forrest Gump was trying to tell us something ahead of time to go ahead and invest in Apple computers. Remember? Like in Forrest Gump?
Well, that's because they were taking off then
Is-
in the when the movie
But
was released.
but they had just started really taking off.
Well, that's when
It
you
wasn't
want to
until
invest.
yeah. That's funny.
I told my parents to. My mom and my stepdad. I told them to. I was sitting there in the dining room with my brand new G3 tower doing my homework, and I said, you need to invest in Apple. And it was cheap, like maybe like $9 a share. $9, people. They would be
What is it
so
now?
rich
What
right now. Well,
I
my mom
know.
would be. Sorry. Go on.
Well, that's if they kept it. If they kept it all this time, they would be rich. But you know, hardly anybody keeps their money in the stock.
Oh no,
But yeah.
my stepdad would have, because he doesn't play the stock market. You know what I'm saying? He would just invest. See what I'm saying?
Well, see, yeah, and see, a lot of people during COVID didn't know about, or well, I can't, I probably shouldn't have said it on the air, but you know what I mean. So, all these companies, you could buy like American Airlines for like $4 a share. You could invest in all these little stocks that were so cheap. I think like Ford was like down to $3 a share or something like that, and just various companies. I mean, you could have got Bitcoin for about $3,000 or $4,000 for one Bitcoin back then.
Yeah.
And what is it now? Bitcoin's at like 60,000, I think, right now, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I remember when Bitcoin was cheap.
Oh,
It was
but
cheap.
the biggest one was that Doge. Doge took off like crazy. It went up like 3,000%.
Yeah. Noise Guru Hi says, "What the duck?" to the card, and I do not remember one either. Says Artsy909. And AJ Girl, always the fifth dimension for her. And AJ says that was my thought also, Brian. So I'm guessing, like, you know, assuming my stepdad held on the stock, which he would. He never sold anything, just invested.
Okay. Yeah, so he would have kept it.
Noise Guru says Bitcoin is only 32,000. I mean, it is only 32,000 if you have Bitcoin worth 60,000. So I get that. Yeah, that was worth 60,000.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like all these little cryptocurrencies kept popping up all during the lockdown, I guess, and everything. You could buy them on the cheap. That's my point.
So AJ Girl says, I remember Apple went bankrupt. It was the early 2000s or the late 90s. and somehow made it come back. It was Steve Jobs that made it come back. Steve Jobs brought it back from the dead with the iMacs and the Blueberry G3 tower like I had. He turned the whole company around. He really was the brains behind Apple, and I can honestly say the Steve Jobs Apple, I miss that. Apple used to set the standard. Now Apple copies just as much as the rest. They're not innovating like they did under Steve Jobs, because Steve Jobs was the innovator, in my opinion. I mean, David Cook is in charge now, and he was like, Steve Jobs' right-hand man, but, well, it's just not the same.
I thought you mean Tim Cook. You mean Tim Cook, right?
Not David Cook. Tim Cook, sorry.
David Cook is an American Idol
I know.
winner.
I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, whatever. All right, go ahead. Did you read the last one?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, So anyone remember these Apple cards? I don't.
And this is what I'm talking about. I was in college. I qualified for when you're in college, you qualify for every credit card. They throw them at you like they're candy. I totally would have gotten this. I got an Apple computer from the bookstore. Like, I ordered it through the bookstore.
At the college?
Yeah, so I don't understand how they weren't like, you can get an Apple credit card too and put your computer on this. See what I'm saying? Like, because it wasn't there. There were no Apple credit cards. Not in my past.
I mean, unless maybe it was offered to just their employees. No, it would have been.
No, this was a consumer and a business credit card. They had both.
Okay.
And they've always had.
I don't know. I'm not buying it, Sandy. I wish I had some soundboards.
I know. So I'm saying this is a complete Mandela for me. All right, I agree. Wozniak as well, but I don't know. We'll say they were the dream team noise. Mustard seed is triggered. I know 100%. There were no Apple credit cards. I know. I'm with you 100%.
Oh, Sandy, you're telling me about this. I mean, this one here I'm looking at, Kevin McAllister.
Oh, that Christmas one, yeah.
See, I remember talking about this one. So this is kind of an old one for me, but that's okay. It's a quick one about the Home Alone. Is it an ME or something I just missed? I'm just curious if this is new for you as well. Yes or no? Do you remember Kevin's plane ticket being thrown away? No, I don't remember that at all.
I don't either.
So did you discover this one around that time, or is this just like a rewind?
I did. No, I found it around that time.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, we all know he was accidentally left behind that morning, but I have no memory of his ticket being thrown in the trash. Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't remember it either, Sandy.
I don't either.
Because that would have made now the movie makes sense. So even if Kevin were to go with the family, that he still would have been like, okay, now we're going to miss our flight anyways because we have to get Kevin a ticket,
Right, but again, I wrote, it changes the story. It could mean he was intentionally left behind to teach him a lesson now. Like, that makes the whole story dark, like very dark for a children's Christmas movie. Like,
right.
It's already dark that a child's left alone, don't get me wrong. But to intentionally leave a child home alone while you're leaving the country, that's crazy.
Was it who put it in the trash? Was it his dad or his uncle? I can't remember which one.
His dad. Michael Rustin says, I rewatched 2 years ago. I remember it was thrown away, but can't remember how it was before. Bellator does remember it with the spill in the kitchen. I don't remember this. I don't remember
I don't
being able
remember
to
it.
see the ticket in the trash.
No, I don't remember that either. Tell me.
RT99 says that never happened. You don't have to read the last slides. They're usually just recaps to save time.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Hi to everyone in Brian's chat. I can't see you guys. Just saying
Okay,
hi.
this New Year's 23 ad 1999 2000 computer problem. Do I want to go over that one?
No, that's an old rewind. We've covered that multiple times.
Oh, rewind. Okay, gotcha.
There's literally about 60 to 70 new things there. Don't waste your time on things we've covered before.
I'm not. I'm skipping over a bunch of them.
Okay.
All right. What about this ad about Super Nintendo labeling?
You can do that one. It's about the Super Nintendo. No, it's about Nintendo, not Super Nintendo.
Yeah. This is going to pique a lot of you guys' interest, so I think this would be a good one. Yes. Everybody still with us? Hopefully, we got 32 people watching. Hey, something else I noticed about StreamYard. Just by the way, Sandy. I believe when you click share a screen, it automatically goes to that tab. It didn't used to do that before.
I don't share my screen, so I wouldn't know that one at all.
Okay. This is a quick question about the Nintendo Entertainment System, the original ones, not the tiny reproductions they sell now. This might just be info I didn't know. It may have only been outside the United States or newer versions of Nintendo's made in the 80s or 90s, so I'm relying on all of you to determine if this could be an ME or not. Yes or no, do you remember versions being written on the cartridge flat?
So yes or no in the chat. Do you remember anything underneath Entertainment System?
No, not at all.
So no for you. Brian, can you look at the chat because I can't see your chat?
Yes, and by the way, Entertainment System didn't look like that. Well, actually, no. Yours just looks pixelated because it's a screenshot. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Was it? It was not.
Those are dots.
Is it? Are you telling me they're dots? They're pixelated on there.
They're pixelated on there on some. We're going to get to that, Brian.
Oh, man.
We're going to get to it. You're going to see it differently. So do you want to read the chat?
Yeah, I'm going to read the chat. Bellator says no. Westville, definitely not. Michael says definitely not. Totally ME for me. Hey, Noise Guru. Noise Guru says tacos are messy.
But they're good.
Yep. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
In my past, it only ever said Nintendo Entertainment System, and the original ones still say only this. I wish I still had mine to check to see what it said, but I know I have never seen, at least North American NES version written on it before. Have you? Versions I have found so far. So, NES, Mattel, Asian, European, and the standard with just Nintendo Entertainment System written on the front.
So I remember Entertainment System looking like that. Do you see the writing Entertainment System? I remember it looking clean like that, Entertainment System.
Yeah. But did you note the other small change, Sandy, with the O? It kind of looks like a keyhole now or something. The O has like this elongated hole that I don't remember.
I actually do remember that. I've talked about the T though. It's now got a flat top. Like there's
Yes.
like multiple T's. But
Right.
I do not remember European version. I get it. I wasn't in Europe. I wasn't in Asia. So I wouldn't see the Asian version, the European version, but the NES version was for North America. The Mattel version, I don't even know why they have Mattel version. I've never seen either of those.
So basically, this came out after Atari, right?
Oh yeah, and I have to agree with Westville. The Y does look. It looks like a V. It looks weird in system.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, the Y in system looks like a V. So I may have just missed this too, but I have no memory of the NES sports set that only included sports games and 4 controllers. It also came with an adapter to hook up all 4 controllers up at once. Does anyone remember this?
I do not remember the sports set with 4 controllers that hooked up together.
Oh,
Does
no, I
anyone
don't remember
remember
that.
this?
If it did, I would have bought it.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, now this. What do you think? Are any of these Mandela effects for you? Let me know in the comments below, you guys.
Bellator says nope. Michael
Okay, moving
Rustin
on
says,
to the
I
next.
remember seeing it later. I think it was a late release. And Hard to Believe says, no one had sports set here, I can't see, in New Zealand that I remember.
What about Willie, Steamboat Willie with Minnie?
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead.
cover that one. Oh. So far, so good. You guys are loving it. Man, that is awesome. See, I really appreciate StreamYard. They've gone to great lengths to make their software really well performing. Because I like it. I can present the tab and it goes right to it. So simple now. Okay,
Yeah.
January 1st, 2024, the copyright on Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse had officially expired, putting the 1928 version of Mickey into the public domain. This led to many immediately using Mickey in their social media videos, and Disney is still copyrighting their work. So as a result, many YouTube videos started popping up in my feed explaining the versions of Mickey, copyright law, and Disney using every loophole to claim copyright. From the first video I saw, I realized something wasn't right. Minnie. So here's the thing: whether you know Steamboat Willie or not, you've probably at least seen a couple of clips of the cartoon. When thinking of Minnie, which Minnie do you remember, left or right? Now I'm going to zoom in. Of course, Mickey Mouse is missing his suspenders. We know that already. That's an old ME. But if we look on the right, left and right here, what do you notice about Minnie? It's that she's got something on her chest, a couple of little items on her chest, versus the photo on the right with nothing on her chest. What do you guys remember? Left
So
or
left
right?
or right in the chat, everyone.
Westville says left. Tanya Sue says left. Mike Russum says the right. We got a couple lefts. That's interesting, Sandy.
I agree.
Very interesting. Any other votes, you guys? I've got 3 votes.
Nothing going on in your chat?
Nope. Come on, we need a few more votes, you guys. Come on.
A lot of people could be listening and not near their keyboard.
Yeah, that's
Or
very
be like
true.
Bellator, no idea.
They're probably well. Some of you guys are probably watching this on your television, so I don't. You can't vote. This no problem. But we got some votes in. It looks like 2 of you said to the one on the left, 1 said on the right.
What do you remember, Brian?
Bellator says no idea. For me, it was the image on the right.
Same.
It just looks weird. Look at that, you guys. I mean, it's like that whole thing with the coconut bra. From maybe they removed that and put it on Minnie. Anyway, in my past, the right was correct. Minnie never wore a button bra. Do you remember her like this?
That looks ridiculous to me.
Yeah, it does. This could also lead to a future Manskew's where Mickey had buttons so he could match Minnie instead of needing them for suspenders. As far as I can tell, this is not the case. ... Yet.
Westville
So
says it makes her look more feminine, except she's a mouse, so she wouldn't have breasts.
no,
The skirt makes her look
Minnie.
feminine to me. The bow,
Yeah, it
the
does,
hat,
and the bow.
or the hat. Well, it's a hat at this point, but yeah.
Yeah. Many who draw the Steamboat Willie version of Minnie remember her without the button bra, including Walt Disney Studios. Some of their merchandise and officially licensed products are missing the button bra.
Hello, Michael Fontaine. Welcome.
So yeah, just take a look at these images, guys. Look at the. You want to read that, Sandy? That
Disney partnered with
which one?
Lego in 2019 to create a Steamboat Willie set, which included Mickey and Minnie with a plain black chest like I remember. They could have easily printed that button bra on that. Just like they printed the buttons on Mickey's, I guess, middle part. It's okay. It's okay if you guys don't know. That's fine. Well, thank you for keeping your ears busy with us, Michael Fontaine. We appreciate it.
Okay, so now this
So
is
here,
the current reality. Yeah.
yes. So scenes from the actual cartoon, other figurines and dolls.
No way. Is it just from Steamboat Willie?
Yeah. Well, no, there are a couple other cartoons where she has it from back then. Now
That's so
there's a
crazy.
scene from Steamboat Willie where they forgot to draw it on the middle left.
Oh. Is it? I wonder. Is it possible, Sandy, that somebody edited the Steamboat Willie? And
No, that was a screenshot I took watching Steamboat Willie from Disney, the original.
okay. Yeah, it's 100% Mandela for me. This is probably the biggest one of the evening. Come on, she didn't have a button bra.
No, the biggest one, you need to do the boss. That is the biggest one.
The boss.
Springsteen, keep telling you.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be at the end. Okay, 100% Mandela. Is this new for you guys? It's new for me. On to the next. Very good, Sandy. Who found that one? You did?
Yes, I did. If it doesn't say, it was me.
What about this Mr. Bill? Is that a good one?
That's a great one. Teresa found that one. Well, part of it. She found the biggest part.
Okay.
Dueling Michaels, says Mr. Super Sidewinder.
All right, so this one here. Credit goes to Teresa Lynch, Part 1, and SandyDiva, Part 2. The 1981 and 82 season of Saturday Night Live saw the introduction of one of its most beloved characters, Mr. Bill. Unfortunately, it's Mr. Bill turn to have, what is it, the Beebe?
That's not supposed to be the Beebe that autocorrected. It says he been, to have been Mandela.
To Ben Mandela. Something about him is very different from what we remember.
Yeah,
So
autocorrect
which
doesn't
Mr.
get Mandela, you know, so it tries to make a sentence out of it. Anyway.
Which one of these? It's okay, Sandy. Which one of you guys? Which one of these do you guys remember? Is it 1, 2, or 3? 1 being on the far left, 3 being on the far right. Which one do you remember?
A 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, please. A lot of people didn't know. I was surprised by the amount of people who didn't know who Mr. Bill was. I really was.
Looks like we got a couple of answers from you guys. Yellow Sun says 1. Bellator says 3. Michael says 1 and 3.
What do you remember, Brian?
I don't really know this one, Sandy. I'm sorry. Never heard of it. I'm with you. Hard to believe. I don't remember this one.
Wow.
So, Teresa and Sandy both agree that he never had glitter in his eyes, but the glitter has always been there. Do you remember?
Number 2.
Yeah, 2 in this case. Answer B. I guess A, B, or C. B. Glitter pressed into the eyes. Do you remember glitter on the eyes? Both Teresa and Sandy remember 1, or A, in this case, the one on the far left. But Sandy has a vague memory of C as well, possibly from a parody of Mr. Bill through the years. Not sure, but C, or in this case 3, also looks familiar, unlike the current reality B, or number 2, though A is the strongest memory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't recall this at all. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I wish I could be more of help with this one, Sandy.
It's all right. Just know that Teresa and I were freaking out over this because he never had glitter in his eyes for us. What happened to part 2?
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
It's
know what
okay.
happened there. It went off.
See, because
All
there's a
right.
reason you should know who Mr. Bill is. Because it's not just from 81 to 82 or 81 to 83 or 4. Yeah, so that's the current reality with all the glitter.
Yeah, there's all these except for that one there on the bottom left that's got glitter in it.
Wait, which one? Oh, no. The bottom left is, yeah, I wanted to point out the packaging has it, but the doll didn't.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So while researching this, Sandy discovered something else about Mr. Bill that's new. Yes or no? Do you recall a Mr. Bill TV series in the late 80s? Yes or no?
Correction. That should say late 90s.
90s? Okay, late 90s.
Mm-hmm. Tanya Sue says no memory of glitter. He does say oh no. You're saying he doesn't say oh no, or you don't remember him saying oh no, Tanya Sue? Splatter remembers the glitter. Splatter says too.
I remember the old Emmy where he never said oh no.
Oh, he still says oh
That's
no
what.
now. So it may have flip-flopped. I
Oh
hate
no,
that.
Mr. Bill.
I hate that button on the screen because it covers up half the sentence. You can't read it.
Which
Michael
one?
Russum says no. Bellator says no. Mr. Super Sidewinder says nope.
Can I say this is 100% ME, Mandela effect, but I can say that 22-year-old me would have loved this series starring Mr. Bill. I've never seen or heard of Oh No, Mr. Bill Presents. Have you?
So that the actual name was Oh No, Mr. Bill Presents.
And it had, yeah, okay. So one season, it had 42 one-hour episodes showing a compilation of Mr. Bill sketches from SNL and comedy sketches from Britain, including Mr. Bean. In between sketches, Mr. Bill was in LA trying to become an actor while trying to avoid, what is it, Sluggo?
Sluggo was his nemesis, and there were 42 one-hour episodes. And you're going to tell me I've never heard of this
Wow.
series.
Mm.
I would have loved
Oh,
this. Oh,
absolutely.
I have to tell you, this logo was made just for the show. Before you read it. That's all.
Yeah, this logo was for the Fox Family Channel shown at the end of each episode. I've never seen this Fox logo before. No, me neither.
And I would say that I haven't seen this logo before because it was made just for Mr. Bill. Because I later realized you could see the feet underneath the IL and family. So I guess this house
Oh,
fell on
yeah.
top of Mr. Bill. That was the thing.
I
Mr.
guess
Bill always got destroyed. He was always like
Well,
smushed. Like
so he was
that
made
clip
of
I showed you.
Play-Doh?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Is any of this familiar to anyone? Do you remember his blue eyes sparkling with glitter? Let us know what you remember in the comments below. Thank you for Teresa Lynch for sharing her find.
Super Sidewinder says, that's messed up, Sandy.
It's really messed up. And that was, so we're up to, let's see.
Honestly, Tiny Sue, I never heard that one before. So it definitely flip-flopped because he does say it now. So 5 or 6 years ago, you were in a reality where it disappeared.
Okay. Remember, Sandy, for me, help me remember for next time. We left off with January 14th's material. Okay.
Okay.
And we're going to cover the new one now tonight. Are you guys
you
ready?
gotta do Springsteen. You have to do Springsteen.
Okay, where is it? Show what date?
Oh, hold on.
I'm looking. Is it in the title? Oh yeah, I found it.
You found it? Okay.
February 18th.
Yeah.
Does that sound
A
about
lot
right?
of people didn't
Okay.
see that one, and it was only covered once. So
Okay.
I
Great.
know
Let's
there's
do
people
this
in the
one.
chat who haven't seen it.
Okay, we'll do this one.
I'd rather you do this one if you don't have the time, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure. And then we'll cover the new one.
All right.
All right. So Jose Martinez Sajarm Mandela Effect just released a video showing that Bruce Springsteen is affected by the Mandela Effect. So Bruce says he has been singing it Sways for 50 years and goes on to say that his lyrics are wrong. Well, I have another song to present to you tonight, but the lyrics aren't wrong. Bruce brings them wrong. Check it out.
I'm more confused than I was before I asked.
This is wrong. I'm telling you this is wrong. How did that happen?
I'm more confused than I
Okay,
was.
you can stop. I just showed a tiny clip. If you guys want to see more, please go to Sagar Mandela Effects channel and watch his whole video on it. But it's just it's about a different song. We're talking about
Yeah.
a different song. So go ahead, Brian.
Okay. Will you help me get that link after we're done with this, Sandy, and I'll put it in the description.
Yep.
So that people can find his channel easier.
Yep.
Okay. So please fill in the blank for the missing word. Born in blank USA.
Just put what you remember. I'm putting his video in the chats right now. That's Sag Arm's video. And then I'm going to give it to you for the description after I'm done, Brian.
Yeah, you saw my answer to that one.
I did it again. I went in the wrong direction.
Okay. I see a lot of you guys are saying the. Born in
And
the
I just
USA.
put the link in your chat, and I'm going to Messenger and sending you the link for your description.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Sandy.
You're welcome.
That's some craziness here with Born in the USA. Let's see what it is now.
Welcome,
So,
Mari.
the lyrics are, of course, Born in the USA, but Bruce doesn't always sing that anymore. This could be a hear what you want to hear effect, but no matter how hard I try, I can't hear the, is what Sandy is saying.
That is correct. I'm going to mute.
It says the lyrics here are lit up in green. Green around it says Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Okay, and repeated. I'm hearing him sing Born in a USA, which makes sense to anyone who believes in the multiverse, multiple Earth theory. I wasn't born in this USA, but I was born in a USA that no longer exists. Possibly. What do you hear? Do you hear like a or the? You know, Sandy, truthfully, are you there?
I'm here.
I still hear the. So
I would like the chat
I'm
to
hearing
chime in.
the.
All I hear is born in a USA. That is what I hear.
What do you guys hear? I want to know.
Well,
And
there's more
if you
clips.
need
It's not just this one. There's more.
Okay. Analog line says the. Mr. Super Side Wonder says the.
Tanya Sue says you covered the Mr. Bill thing in 2018, but Brian doesn't know what the Mr. Bill thing even is.
I don't know it. It may
wait.
be that Teresa.
Unless he means Brian S. Unless, I mean,
It's
hey,
possible.
Tanya Sue means Brian S. Brian Staley.
Yeah. She said, I just found the video.
Guys, I highly recommend you go listen to the actual video on Vivo, because I'm telling you, it's That's what the should sound like. You should have read it first.
Yeah, he sings the clearly here.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Now,
heard the there?
No, here I hear In this
Sophia says
clip
she hears
here. Man, it's tough.
It just got really low, Brian.
You can't hear it?
Yeah, you lowered the volume. It's so low.
I don't think I lowered it.
This clip might be lower because it's older.
Okay.
But they're hearing now. I'm hearing for everything.
I don't know. It's tough, Sandy.
I'm
I
thinking
hear
it's tough because of
too.
the volume. I'm
I know.
telling you
I hear
guys, you gotta go to these. You gotta go search it on YouTube and hear it for yourself. I'm telling you, it's because of the volume level. He is singing There is no the. I listened to it over and over and over and over again. All I hear is
Well, here's the thing. If you can find a clip where and maybe slow it down, watch his tongue movement to his teeth, maybe you can pick out if he's saying or the, because the clearly you have to use your tongue. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
I hear in some of them, you know?
Yeah. It shouldn't be ever.
No. Even weirder, he clearly sings born in USA, like made in the USA labels, then
Yeah, no
poses
the
with
or
a
just born in USA.
born in
this clip.
USA. I just hear him saying born. He says born USA. I don't even hear in.
Try it again. Let me hear. I hear
Born
an
USA.
like in. I hear the in right before you, like in USA, like together, like.
I hear born USA.
I can see what you're hearing, but I still hear like an N right before, like connected to the U.
In the USA, I was born in the USA.
Yeah, there's
See, now that's
clearly.
that is what it sounded like to me before. It was clearly the.
It was. This lady sings it good too. I know it's the volume of the. I know it's the volume of the video is low. Did you hear that at all? Born
Even
in the
that
USA.
low, I can hear her singing the. Even
I know.
that low.
What do you hear? Do you hear just the or Do you hear both? Let me know in the comments, you guys. This one could be a Mandela. I think some of them, like, you know, we'll have to slow them down a little bit more and watch the tongue movements, I guess.
Again, my ears keep hearing Mr. Super Sidewinder agrees. I'm not hearing the except for that one clip of him much later in the 2000s or the 2010s or even 2020. I don't know when that concert was. But all the old stuff I'm hearing not the, like I used to hear. Hey, Sheriff of YouTube. Sheriff of YouTube, it was always born in the USA. The lyrics are still born in the USA, but I'm hearing him sing born in a USA, instead of the.
Okay, and what date did I say, Sandy? It was.
You left off on the 14th of January.
Okay, that's where we'll pick up next time. Let's go ahead and cover the new one for tonight.
All right, the new one for tonight is not a 100% Mandela. I'm asking you guys. I believe a lot of these are, but I can't prove it. So we'll see.
All right, here we go. So credit goes to Teresa Lynch, Sadly Karen, and SandyDiva. Who is Sadly Karen? Is that Karen Melanie?
It is.
Okay. Okay, so back in June of 2023, Sadly Karen shared a possible Mandela effect with me, which led me down a deep rabbit hole of even more oddities. I never got around to presenting her find until now. Sorry, Karen. By the way, great residue there of the red bar flag. I decided to present this now because Teresa Lynch found another timeline of that rabbit hole. Campers that did not exist in our past. The first question is about a camper from a reality that isn't ours that Teresa found. So yes or no, have you ever seen a U-Haul camper before? You know, we talked about the U-Haul logo being messed up. The H and the dash are merged together. That's an older ME. But have you guys also ever heard of a U-Haul camper? Yes or no?
Or seen.
Yeah, Dean, I could agree with that.
I can't see Dean. Ah,
Dean Johnson. Hey, Dean.
I don't know.
Michael says never. Yellow Sun, no. Bellator, no.
Hi, Dean. Whoa, motorhomes? Mr. Super Sidewinder says,
See,
I
I never,
worked
I
at
never know.
U-Haul for years. We rented motorhomes.
Wow, that's incredible. I've never seen them before. They always have just the moving equipment that I've ever seen, moving trucks. But Dean says U-Haul, turn the H 90 degrees and see that I see a double cross, you guys, when I look at the H sideways.
If you look at the other way, it looks like the ground with a cross.
Yeah, it does actually. What? That's even better. I like that, Sandy. Yeah, perfect for Easter coming up. Let's see. So a lot of you guys are saying no. We had one person say yes. Is that right? So the
And
U-Haul
Sheriff
speed.
YouTube says they had a smaller camper line. They were unmarked, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. No, they were not. Not anymore. All right, go on.
The U-Haul CT travel trailer or camper was only manufactured and available for to rent for only 2 years, 1984 and 1985.
So, Mr. Super Sidewinder, did you work for U-Haul in 1984 or 1985?
That's a good question.
It was only rented out and manufactured for 2 years. Ah, yes, says Mr. Super Sidewinder.
Oh, wow.
Hang on.
So the VT16 was the larger model, and I've also found the CT13 labeled as a companion camper. Possibly the brand it was sold to consumers under. Today they're highly collectible, I guess is what you meant to say. They're highly collectible, restored and modified for personal use. Most remove the U-Haul branding so we may have seen these in the wild after 1985 and not known they were U-Haul.
Now, what I said was possibly the brand it was sold to consumers under. Companion campers may have been the brand it was sold to consumers under.
Okay. Man, they look really cool. They actually look larger on the inside than they're depicted from the outside. Anyway, realistically, the short time period could very well be why Sandy says she never seen one of these before, or even known they once rented out campers. But what do you guys think? Could this be an ME? Here's some more pictures. Looks like some of these are ones that people custom had done to rebrand them, or for personal use. Personal use. Remove the branding.
I find it interesting. There's one that's in Philly with the Eagles logo on it.
Yep. Hey, isn't Sandy? Isn't the Goldbergs based in Philadelphia? You know the show, the Goldbergs.
Mm-hmm. It is. Well, no, it's not. It's not
Is it
Philadelphia. It's
Philly?
more like the suburbs of Philadelphia.
Oh, the suburbs. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Credit. Sadly, Karen. Question number 2: yes or no? Do you recall campers with multiple floors and decks? If yes, what decade do you recall them first existing?
I'm not talking about mobile homes. I'm talking about campers. Only campers, the ones that attach to cars and move, not the kind that, sit on stationary in like a trailer park.
Thank you, Dean, for sharing that. Luke 14:27.
Yep, that is direct. That's a direct message. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
Dean.
Let's see. Mr. Super Sidewinder says, I was a master welder and hitch fabricator at one of the 2 largest U-Haul centers. Wow. Bellator says no. So, again, we need the decade if you remember them. What decade? When I say that the 2-floor or 2-story camper, I didn't mean those lofts or pop-up roofs. When Karen showed me the image above, this was completely new to me. Yep.
It should be do you.
Yeah. Do you recall campers like these that look like 2-story mobile homes, but are not really mobile homes? This one was from the late 70s to early 80s. But the first
Sophia
2-story
says no.
camper,
Sorry.
the first 2-story camper was actually, that's okay. They were built in 1955. This model was it had a 6-foot pool and diving board. What?
But
It was a one of a kind though.
Be clear, it's one
Yeah.
of a
So
kind.
yeah. So again, we definitely could have just never known about it. But there have been many 2-story campers through the decades like this. I've never seen any of them. Have you?
They even landed a
Which is
helicopter
weird.
on it. Like, stop. So dumb.
1952 executive flagship is a real motorhome and the only one ever built. Its whereabouts these days are not known. But according to the Hemmings reader, by 1965 it was already a ruin, abandoned in a storage yard in Florida.
However, the picture in the bottom left looks like it's later than 1965, so I don't understand.
Me neither. You guys remember any of these at all? Seeing these at all anywhere?
There's so much more. So that's the inside, one of the pictures.
So what on the top? What is that we're looking at? Is that like a deck up there or something like that?
Yeah, those are the pictures of the pool that was in the back. That's how big
Wow.
that thing is.
Can you imagine? I wonder what the cost of one of those was. Look at that. It's got the upstairs right there. See the upstairs? Hey, you could, anybody out there that does Airbnb, you can use this for Airbnb in your yard.
They're doing that now, actually.
Yeah, Karen's find led me down a rabbit hole of campers that I never knew existed. Yes or no? Do you remember campers on Model Ts? Campers that look like trains or campers that look like subway cars?
So, yes or no, multiple times. Do you remember? You're looking at a Model T camper. Does anyone remember them making models like this?
Yeah, thank you, Dean. He shared here, motorhomes, are we ready to leave home yet? Luke 4:24. Jesus said, verily I say unto you, no prophet is accepted in his own country. And many of you guys know my take on the Mandela effect. I believe CERN is a part of it. They're working for the enemy, I think. And we all know who that enemy is.
Yes. Thank you, Dean.
So I have to pray really hard every day.
Bellador says land yacht. Sophia Green says no, never. Bellador says no to this as well. I have more pictures of it coming up.
Well, they all exist, and some look downright nuts or crazy. Are any of these new for you? I cannot say they are 100% Mandela. I could have missed these because of their age, but there are plenty more. There's others. So, is that the Model T one?
That's
the Model
more
T?
pictures of the Model T.
Wow. To be honest, if you didn't have that bed sitting there, I'd assume it was like a grill, like where you cook on it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like a flat griddle or something. But yeah, you got these, some of these that look like trains. I mean, what the heck? I mean, unless these were just like early designs of what's out there now, I don't know. The one on the top right looks like it was, I don't know. Looks like a clown car, to be honest. I don't know. Like a big giant clown car.
Looks like something you'd see at Disney. Like a Mickey Mouse
Exactly.
camper.
Like Steamboat Willie? Sort of. Anyway, what do you
It just
think?
gets crazier. The one in the
No.
middle on the left, I can't.
That one kind of looks like it would be AI generated. Do you think?
I know, but it's not. It's not. I got all this from a museum website.
I know. Now, Sandy, can you detect AI generation? I have to ask you that.
I try. I mark things that are AI art when I use them.
Yeah, it seems like every auto manufacturer made and sold a house car. I've never seen these or heard of these house cars before. Have
I've
you?
never heard of a house car before. Can you zoom in on the bottom? Go back.
Which one?
So zoom in on the words on the bottom. The museum labels it. No, not on those words, on the words in the picture. The museum labels it a 1931 Ford house car. Has anyone ever heard of house cars before?
No.
So Mr. Super Sidewinder says never. The top one there is Mae West's house car.
Oh, Mae West.
1931.
What was she famous for again? What was her slogan or her saying?
I have no idea. She was in movies though.
Was that the one that said, "Is that something in your pocket? Or are you happy to see me?" I can't remember if that was her.
I honestly don't know. Maybe the chat knows. Pushing Buttons is back and says nope. Imagine my first car house. Car was a house, says Mr. Super Sidewinder. It was blocked by the heart. So here's some more that look like bullets or trains. 1937 Hunt house car. And they called it the Streamlined RV, but it was officially a 1937 Hunt house car. Oh, please be careful, Pushin'. Pushin's driving.
Okay, so I'm looking at something real quick. Sorry, Sandy.
It's okay.
Okay, so it was May, and Mae West, who said, Lieutenant, she added, is that your sword, or are you just glad to see me?
Sword.
Well, there's variations of the like, is that a pistol in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me?
That makes more sense to me. Tanya Sue
It
says,
does.
Mae West says, why don't you come on up and see me sometime? But now she doesn't say it. Big ME for me.
Really? Look at these streamlined RVs. They look like they look like trains, like that one on the top left.
This is totally new for me.
Yes or no? Do you recall the VW Beetle campers?
So
Attached
stay
or
here.
unattached?
Stay here, Brian. Don't move. I need to know what the chat says. Guys, I need your participation, please. Do you remember
Yes, guys, please.
VW Beetle campers? Not the van, the Beetle. Yes or no in the chat. I believe you on the why don't you come up and see me sometime.
Yeah, can you research that one, Sandy, for another show? Can you take a screenshot of Tanya's comment?
Yep, I will look into it. I already did.
Okay, thank you, Tanya.
Tanya Sue says, Beetle camper, how? Bellator says the van only. Pushing buttons is no. Mr. Super Sidewinder is no. Michael Rustin is no. I can't see your chat, though.
That's okay. I just shared them on the screen. So again, I have no memory of these existing. These I should have seen growing up. Are these new for you too? Yes.
The super bugger, but I've also seen it called the little bugger.
Now,
Has anyone ever heard of these?
I'm saying, Sandy, was this like something somebody custom made, or
Nope.
or were these
You're gonna
marketed?
see. Keep going.
You're telling me these things were marketed?
Yeah, that's the ad right above the super bugger.
Dang. There's also a famous VW party bus that I've never seen before. Have you? It's gigantic, one of a kind, but also well known. Is this new for you too?
And check out the logo. What is that arrowhead pointing down?
Yeah, what is that? That wasn't there. Could that be new?
It's only on that.
Okay.
But it is residue of the logo. Wait, go back 1 second.
I'm sorry, but that yellow one looks. Okay.
I want you to see the size. Can you zoom in on the top right? Because it shows a regular van next to it to show you the size.
Wow. Well,
Like,
I
it's
think
gigantic.
I mean, you got to imagine that those things like that size would have been a huge gas guzzler, right? But
I
gas
agree.
was probably like 10 cents a gallon back then. It's probably really cheap.
Where even are we? I have no idea.
But
here's more. These were not custom.
What? That's crazy.
And more.
Man, I'll have to ask some more. Like, I know some car guys I'll ask as well.
The top left is a magazine cover.
Oh, man. I just feel like these look like they were AI generated, don't they? You guys agree with me? Yes or no? Do you remember Audi, or yes, Audi is how you pronounce it, right? Or Audi?
Mm-hmm.
How do you pronounce it, Sandy?
Audi.
I say Audi. I lived in Germany for 2 years, so I know how you pronounce it. Making campers like the VW Beetle campers. Do you remember Audi making them?
So yes or no in the chat. Do you remember Audi making them like this as well?
Yeah, Noise Guru says Audi.
I mean, there's lots of pictures of them online, so I would say they weren't. I mean, I would assume they weren't as common as just the beetle, but I don't think they're that rare. But they still have pictures of them. I didn't even use half of them. There were too many, or they were too low quality, so I just got rid of them.
So I do not. These look just as ridiculous as the VWs, and the other illustrations we'll be showing in a second. Do you remember these? Have you ever seen these in real life? So you're telling me the Bruce Springsteen is bigger than this effect? Sandy?
No, I didn't say it was bigger. I was saying you had to.
Oh.
It was one of the ones
Because
I
this
wanted
one
to
for
cover.
me,
That's all.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's cool. This one to me is bigger than all the ones we basically covered tonight. To be fair, these were not sold in the USA that I'm aware of. Does anyone overseas remember this? This is, what is it called?
It's the Audi. I don't know what the actual name is. It's in German, so that's you, Brian.
Yeah. It says burger at the end.
Bischoff Burger. Bischoff.
Yeah, Bischoff Burger.
Right, Mustard Seed? A Matchbox car would have been created for these for sure. I agree.
Yeah.
Hard to believe says Eric Bischoff Burger.
Wow.
So here's more pictures of different ones.
This can't be real, Sandy.
I'm telling you, it is.
This is just about as weird as like the Ford Mustangs. Seeing them in a station wagon, that was weird for me. And the Corvettes even didn't they have station wagon version of those?
Yeah, there were a lot of them were prototypes, but these were not.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to show you many pictures of all the RV campers new to me that I found, spanning multiple decades. So please let me know if any of these are new to reality.
It's supposed to be to your reality. So this is like 3 levels. The one on top has 3 levels. It's a tri-level camper. And the bottom one is a revisit of the original that we covered.
Wow. Aero Coach. Now this, I could agree with the Aero Coach maybe, because that looks more like what you'd see today, sort of.
Really? Look at the grill.
Out of a camper.
No, not for me. Not with that grill.
No, not with the grill. No. Yeah, I mean the grill looks weird. But more like this bottom right one here,
Yeah, but that still looks like a family minivan that's also a camper. It looks weird to me.
Yeah, this one and this one both look like those Ford Lincoln Mercuries, those old ones, that everybody owned back in the day, the long hooded ones.
Yep, a Crown Victoria.
Crown Victoria, that's what I meant, yeah.
This is just random stuff I threw in here. Now, here's the thing. I think that's the bottom left the reason why I don't recognize it is because it's a European car. But it reminded me of the VW, but a completely different front. So it could be because it's not an American car.
Yeah, because that would be my first question upon seeing some of these pictures is is this America or England or someplace else? I mean, regionally speaking or globally, around the world.
Look at the bottom image. You can see the helicopter landing on the back. Can't.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
So insane. Here's another train.
That's a pretty tight landing, though, if you can land a helicopter on one of those things.
All right, so here's the thing with this. This is the VW and the other one. I don't remember it opening up like this in all these different ways.
It opens up like an accordion It's an accordion.
Right, but then there's also one that pops up straight, and then there's one that has like a little roof. I don't know if they're mods or not. Do you know what I'm saying? So I included them, but I don't know if they're mods or anything. Just take it with a grain of salt with this one. That's all. But this one, absolutely not. Explain to me how that thing pulled that. No way. No. Never. Never saw a gooseneck with a beetle. Ever. Ever, ever. Ever. Yeah. So I watched a video. This is definitely not AI, Brian.
Sandy, yeah, Sandy, I was waiting for you to say I can't. I don't know how many times you said it, but I usually try to count it.
Yeah, I can't with this one. This one,
Yeah, that's your logo there. Your I can't.
In the chat, does anyone remember this? And oh my gosh,
Yeah, I don't remember that.
111 subs, Brian. I have 111.
Wait, how many subs do you have?
It says 1.11, so 111.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely not. It was definitely sold. Like 1974, everyone. I didn't write the nose. Someone else did. Oh, and the top,
Assuming
go
these
back
are
for 1
mods.
second. Go back for 1 second. The top image right there is how it connected. In case anyone's curious, it's close
No.
up. Like a ball joint,
Wait.
so you could spin around 360 degrees.
What in the world? That's crazy.
Hard to Believe says, the F is this. Mr. Super Sidewinder. Did NASA make these? Push the buttons, nope.
I mean, we're just not that. I'm being honest. We're not that innovative these days as far as creative. You know, like the way they did back in the day, like this.
All right,
We're
so
not quite as creative.
now we're in the section where I believe they could be mods. However, I'm seeing a lot of the same things that I believe is a mod. So here we have like a van connected to another van. But you would think that's a mod. But then I'm seeing multiples of it, so it's confusing. Go ahead, Brian. And then this was a mod, 100%. Called the
Again, that
Sham
one-
Rockaway Motorhome, an 8-wheel
looks like-
Buick Unicorn. Huh?
Kind of looks like a boat.
Yeah, kind of does.
All right, now that top one looks like an army vehicle.
That one looks like a boat to me too.
It looks like an army vehicle.
Well, it's not from the US, so I can't confirm anything.
Man, what do you guys think about this stuff?
The top one was mass manufactured. I have more pictures of it in other colors. It was a Chevy something. I can't read it. We'll be able to read it later. The bottom one looks like a boat as well. Or a train boat or something. It's crazy. Here's what I'm talking about. We have two different cars with the same modification. So it's definitely a mod. But they're different cars. It's okay, LVK. It's good to see you. This is ridiculous, says Mustard Seed of Faith. No way, dudes, Mr. Super Sidewinder. That Safari Toe is a custom, and that's why I have it under the mods. Thank you, Noise Guru. But these are not, right here. They're the Camelot Cruisers. Ford Camelot Cruisers. So the previous one I showed you was green. This one is blue. Or these are blue.
I mean, I could kind of see. So is this one of those double deckers? Is that what you're saying on this one?
They look like trash trucks to me, to be honest with you, but they're campers. I just want to point out this logo here and another residue. That's all. The Toyota
Was any of this
Camper by Moss. Huh?
was any of this new to your timeline history, or were all of these always in your past? Let me know what you guys remember in the comments below. Thank you again to Sadly Karen and Teresa Lynch for sharing their finds, and also thank you, Sandy, for putting our show together for tonight and every night that we're here. So we're glad and we're thankful for all of you, you know, and I'm thankful for you guys. If you can please like and subscribe for more content. We're going to be coming back on in about 2 weeks from now, so you'll want to hit the notification bell and also check out Sandy's channel. You want to tell them, Sandy, about
that's what I was going to say. To be clear, I still have a show tomorrow night, but Brian's going to be here every other week or so.
Yes, and let's not forget Teresa Lynch's group. If you would like to join her Facebook group, the Mandela Reality Residue Hunters is on Facebook. You're welcome to join. Just make sure you answer the questions.
Yes, the links are in the description, guys.
Yeah,
and
we have
LBK, some of them I pointed out were not in the United States. So, like I said, I can't say they're definitely Mandela effects, but I've never seen them before. That's all it comes down to. Is I've never seen them before, so I can't call them Mandelas. And some of them are modifications, 100%. That's why I put them in the mod section. But like, I don't know, that there's a VW Beetle camper that there's a lot of. I don't see how I've never seen one before. Seems odd to me. So
yeah, Sandy, I have I have something to share with you.
Sure.
And all of you, I'm going to be an uncle.
You are. Congratulations.
Yeah, my sister, she is 2 months in, so please, guys, pray for my sister. Thank you.
Definitely.
All right. Well, it's been a fun night. Anyone else have anything? But Pushing Button says your album. What is your album?
Noise Guru's album.
Oh, Noise Gurus. Okay.
You got congratulations coming in. Do you want to do a shout out before we go?
Yeah, I am looking for music, you guys. Anyone, music artists? I'm looking for some background, some light, motivational background music to play during these videos would be nice. If anyone has any, they don't mind sharing. I could present it here on my show. If you're interested, please send me an email to MandelaEffectAwareness@gmail.com. I'll post it here in the chat.
And then he would advertise it on the show.
Yes, I'll advertise on the show. Because that's not, I mean, I dabble with computers when it comes to some things, but software and you know, I understand like being almost like a DJ, that's a little bit complicated for me. But if any of you guys are musicians, I'm interested in some music. If you guys want to send it. Oh, thank you, Pushing Buttons. I appreciate it. Hey, have a great night, everyone.
Tanya Sue and LVK also congratulated you. Do you want to do a shout out before we go?
Wait, shout out to who? Oh, thank you,
Want to do a
Seed.
shout out to the chat before we go? Read the chat, people.
Sure. So I like what Dean Johnson put here. Connection: when the VW logo is separated, the wheat and the weeds, and the ending of the world. At the end of the world, the angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just. Matthew 13:49. LBK Noise Guru. Okay, Tanya Sue says here, Sandy, Brian made a video about the Mr. Bill Oh No disappearing on the Brian McFarlane effect.
And I just responded, thank you. I'll check it out. I'm going to read it.
Yeah, we'll have to check that one out. I don't remember the Mr. Bill effect at all. You know, I probably was just
I'll research it.
saying
I'll
what.
find out what's going on there because again, there was a TV
Yeah.
series. Oh no, Mr. Bill presents. So if he doesn't say it anymore, and there's a TV series. Oh no, Mr. Bill presents. That's kind of crazy. So I will definitely look into that. Thank you, Tiny Sue. I really appreciate you finding that.
Hey, great stream, you guys. Have a great Mandela Effect night, and God bless you all. See you all soon.
Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow night.
Night, everyone.